What's up, guys? 80s Revolution back here for a quick, little upcoming chat, or upcoming channel content chat. In addition to the second part of my horror Blu Ray collection run through that I started a couple videos ago. I don't want to abandon it. People seem to be interested in that. I got a lot of toy people, but I also don't want to ignore the more movie-based people. So we'll get back into that. Real quick, the WWF review, year in review series will start soon. Hoping to start it this weekend. But I want to do a little bit more with it than just watch and review. I kind of want to do like a full night of just hanging out. I've always wanted to do some cooking on here with you, show you what I'm eating, show you what I'm drinking, watch the show, and then review it. And I had the idea, kind of abandoned it with a movie night, but then I saw that a friend of mine on here, Big Beefcake Gaming, just kicked off his horror night, Saturday night horror movie night, and it was pretty cool. So go check out Big Beefcake Gaming's channel, where he watches a couple horror movies on Saturday night and shows you what he's chomping on in addition to the movies. So I kind of want to do a little something like that for the wrestling series as well. Also upcoming, Funky Monk, an original and the OG of the 80s Revolution channel, made a comment and said, "Hey, don't forget about the pickup videos." Of course, absolutely. There just haven't been a lot of pickups lately, but it is flea market season, and so if it does not rain for the third straight Sunday this week, I will be hitting up a very large outdoor flea market. I will bring you with me, and there will absolutely be pickups guaranteed from that flea market. In addition, May 26th is the 80s Revolution's birthday. So my family has not bought me a modern gift in about 10 years, so you will have lots and lots of fun birthday pickups to enjoy with me as well. And in June, we have a very large toy show locally that I will be bringing you with me. And so lots and lots and lots of pickups coming up in the very near future. Flea market next week, my birthday pickups in, what is today, 15th, in 11 days or so, May 26th, and then in June, big toy show. Let's get into the DVDs and Blu-rays. Not DVDs. Why do I always say that? Let's get into the Blu-rays. I like haunted house movies. They're simple. They do it for me. They do the job. I like a good old-fashioned haunted house movie. And The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 do the job. Again, give me a haunted house movie. Make it semi-decent and tolerable, and I'm all about it. That's why I love the Paranormal Activity series. Does the job for me. Conjuring 2. Not going to talk a whole lot about the movies, because I want to kind of go through this and not spend so much time talking as I always do. Never seen The Crazies, but it's on my short list to watch. Two of my, I love horror anthologies. I don't know if it's my short attention span or just because I like, Tales from the Crypt and Tales from the Dark Side and Twilight Zone type shows where they blast you with, a 30-minute vignette or whatever. So I've always been a fan of horror anthologies. And, one of the more popular horror anthologies is Creepshow. And of course, everybody needs to have Creepshow in their collection. But Creepshow 2 is I don't know if it's a little known secret or a hidden gem or not as popular. Obviously not as popular as Creepshow 1, not as mainstream. But in my opinion, better. Better than Creepshow 1 is Creepshow 2. 3 vignettes in Creepshow 2 as opposed to, I think, 5 or 6 in Creepshow 1. So they put a little bit more time into the 3 shorts in this one. I like it. Check it out if you haven't seen Creepshow 2 yet. Also, moving along, this should be in my Friday the 13th section, but like them in alphabetical order. We've got the 2-disc collector's edition of Crystal Lake Memories, a companion Blu-ray to go along with your Friday the 13th series. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street are tied for first in my all-time favorite horror franchise, and this is just chock full of bonus material and interviews and behind the scenes and awesome stuff that if you are a fan of this series, you must have Crystal Lake Memories. They also make another one called And His Name Was Jason. Don't know if it's the same, don't know if it's got some of the same footage, but I got this one. Everybody has to have the Dead movies. Everybody has to have some George Romero. We've got the original Day of the Dead. Many, many, many horror fans' favorite movie. Not mine. I still don't love it. I'm trying to love it. I still don't yet. Dawn of the Dead, when we started to get into some remakes. So Dawn of the Dead, the original, took place in a mall, which I love. This one, same thing, remake, just more obviously modern characters. Ving Rhames is in this. Sarah Polley is in this. I love it. I love this. I love the atmosphere. Mall movies, dig it. Chopping Mall, love it. Dawn of the Dead, original and remake, must-haves in your collection. 2 absolutely awesome zombie movies, must see. Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2. These are just very unique takes on the zombie horror genre. There's some comedy elements mixed in. The zombies are extremely badass and they're intelligent. They're all former soldiers, so they've got they're tough and they can use weapons and they can fight. And this is an actually surprisingly awesome set of movies. To me, Dead Snow 2 is even better. We've got the lone survivor from Dead Snow 1 ready to kick some ass in Dead Snow 2. Great movies. Go check them out if you have not seen them yet. Moving along, I picked this up. I saw it once. It was at a thrift store. The Devil. It's okay. I might watch it again. Basically, a bunch of people trapped in an elevator, and one of them is a demon. And you got to figure out who. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. Got some Rob Zombie here. Got a 2-pack of The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. Good stuff. More of the torture stuff that I don't love. I do not like torture horror. I do not like, break into your house and molest the daughter horror. That's not my thing. I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left. I don't get into those at all. They're a little bit too possible for me. And this is kind of flirting in that area, but still fun nonetheless. Evil Dead. Again, absolute must-have. I am just about to watch Evil Dead 2 tonight for the first time. Evil Dead 2 coming up tonight. So that would be next, but it's upstairs. The complete anthology of The Exorcist. I love Exorcist 1, of course, who doesn't? And Exorcist 2, Exorcist 3, and Dominion, haven't seen. I don't remember seeing Exorcist 2 at all. Exorcist 1, yes, of course. But gotta have the complete anthology. This was cheap. I think I grabbed it on eBay for like $20. All 4 films. Bunch of special features. And finally my opportunity to watch the entire series and probably hate 2, 3, and 4 like everybody else does, but we'll see. All right, so that is that shelf. How much time we got left? We got time. All right, moving into the F's. And this is where I will talk about my frustration. We're talking about F's, my frustration with Friday the 13th. But first, we will do one of my absolute favorite guilty pleasures, the Final Destination series. I have all but 4. Final Destination 4. For some reason, that on Blu-ray is only available from like an import, and it's like $30. I can't find Final Destination 4 anywhere on Blu-ray in the US. It's all coming from like Germany. I love this series. I could watch it over and over again. It's just silly, and I usually don't like punky teens in movies, but it's horror, so you have to have punky teens. Love Final Destination. Real guilty pleasure in the horror genre for me. Now, The Fly. Okay, must have, classic Fly. All right, Friday the 13th. Let me rant about this for a minute. We have an extremely available series. It is everywhere on VHS. It is everywhere on DVD. Why on earth do I have to pay $300 or $400 for a complete Friday the 13th on Blu-ray series? This is insanity. In fact, I do not have a complete set of Friday the 13th, which blows my mind. Why do I have to pay $69 or $79 for part 7 and 8? I don't know. How does this happen in the Blu-ray market? But anyway, I have parts 1, 2, and 3, in addition to part 5 and 6, A New Beginning, and Jason Lives. I do not have part 4. I think it's available from this series of, you know, when they put all these out together, so I think part 4 is available. We've got 5 and 6 here. 7 and 8 is extremely expensive. 9 and 10, you know, Manhattan is extremely expensive. Jason X is expensive. Freddy vs. Jason, to me, underrated. I love this. It's like a horror fan's, you know, dream come true, or nightmare come true. To put these two guys finally together blew my mind when this first came out, and of course I love it even still. But what is the deal, and why can't I complete my Friday the 13th set? I'm not going to pay $80. I'm certainly not going to pay $300 for the complete set. I'm just hoping that some mom has it at a garage sale and tosses it out for $5 someday. I don't know. I just can't believe that I have to pay that much money to cap off my favorite horror franchise. So that is the F's, and that is why I'm frustrated with Friday the 13th. The camera's going to die because I don't charge it because I'm irresponsible. So let's do just a couple of more. One of my absolute top 5 all-time favorite horror movies, and part of the special Vestron collection collector series, The Gate, a movie that I can watch a couple of times a year. I absolutely love this. It's a childhood blast from the past movie. Great sort of late 80s, early 90s atmosphere. In fact, this was made in 1986, so just plain late 80s atmosphere, not early 90s at all. But really just, God, I just love these movies when you watch them and you know right off the bat that we're talking about 80s. We're talking about 80s neighborhoods, 80s houses, just 80s everything. And The Gate really screams that for me. If you have not seen this, it was on HBO every weekend when you were a kid. Go get The Gate. It's like a $30 DVD or Blu-ray because of this whole Vestron thing, and it's not released otherwise other than this series. So if you can pick it up cheap, pick it up. The Gate is fun. It will bring you back to your childhood. Gotta have Gremlins, of course. Who doesn't have Gremlins? I don't think I have Gremlins 2, which is a shame, but Gremlins. And just to kind of close this out, The Grudge. This is the American remake of Ju-On, which is, again, one of my favorite franchises, but I cannot find on Blu-ray. I don't know if it exists on Blu-ray other than in overseas in Asia or Asian countries. What am I talking about? I don't know. But anyway, this is the Sarah Michelle Gellar version of The Grudge. I don't mind her in it because this is so fun and a great movie. But I prefer, obviously, Ju-On versus The Grudge. So give me a Ju-On box set, Blu-ray, please, soon. Let's get that released so I can enjoy me some Grudge the way it was meant to be viewed with subtitles. That's that. That's all I got for now. Again, I don't want to have this thing cut out right in the middle of me talking. That's annoying. So we'll come back. We'll do part 3, part 4, whatever. I'm up to H. I've got maybe about 30 or 35 to go. Not too much longer. And then we can get into the regular movies if you want. But all sorts of fun stuff that I talked about coming up soon. Check it out. See you soon. Thanks for the support. New subscribers, thank you all very much. Say hello to Big Beefcake Gaming. Say hello to Ring Skirts. Great dude. Love reading his comments. Thank you for all of your support. I'm gonna forget all of you, but we'll do a We'll do a subscriber appreciation video soon. But I just want to say hey to those two folks. See you soon. Thanks for the support. Talk to you later.